Hey my Scrappy friends, I have a Cultivating Creativity layout for you today, and this week we had Sarah's challenge, which is to do a monochromatic layout. So this is my version of that. I am going to be adding some wood grains to it because I had that wood grain paper and it's gorgeous, and I just felt like it was perfect for that photo. And I decided to use this photo a while back. I printed off 3 versions of something similar to this um, at the docks up when my parents came up to visit around Christmas time. We went up, or over, I should say, towards the coast, and we went to this one town that is along up there and in Washington, and it's gorgeous. And it was a nice sunny day even though it was freezing. But so I took some different shots and I printed them off at different sizes, so they all were about 8 inches long or so, maybe a little bit less than that. And so now I'm just kind of working on building some layers, and I'm trying to decide what size of that black and white scallop from the crepe paper line. And I'm going to use that chenille paper there with the clouds. I seen it, and because I was figuring I was going to use some blues because my photo is a little bit on the bluer side. I thought it would work, and it was, I don't know, it was just one of those days that it just felt right to use that piece of paper, and I didn't know when else I was going to use it, even though it's cloudy here in Washington a lot. So I'm kind of trying to decide how I want to have those papers and how I want to best do it. And I decide that I really want them to be layered. I want them to be askewed. I want it to just be funky and fresh and fun and all that good stuff, which is sometimes I get in just this way where I do the same things and I don't play around as much. And so I was inspired by another layout. I don't know if it was on this one, but a while back I seen the layout not too on Pinterest where the layers were like really funky, and so it just kind of inspired me to want to do something similar to that. So I want to say that when I made this, because I made this a little while ago, to be prepared, that I don't know if I was trying to copy that, or I don't think I was trying to copy that, but I had seen it, so that definitely was inspired. And if I can find it, I'll make sure I link below, because it was a really fun layout, just fun enough to share anyway. So one thing I do, and I don't think I did it yet, is that I bring this over to my sewing machine and I stitch those layers kind of in place. So I'm not sure if I did it yet or not, but I just kind of put lines through them so that they stay, and it helps create some more layers and all that good stuff. Yeah, so here we are, and you can see the thread just a little, and I used a teal thread so in there, so it'll kind of help with that monochromatic look. It's a little bit more teal than blue, but that's okay, because that's the fun thing about doing monochromatic layouts, is that you can kind of play with some different colors and different shades that are really similar but different, and it just creates this like really fun aspect. So, and here I am, I'm gonna find some more ephemera pieces, and I just go crazy and I just layer in not that tight way that I usually do. I usually do like really tight layers, and I just make it like really big and bold layers. And I absolutely love how this turned out. It is just like really different than something that I normally do. And I just had a lot of fun making it. And I love how that my photo is a little bit longer, so it really creates this like this dock, you know, and the picture is amazing because you can see there's some seagulls on the dock and stuff, and you can see the one on there, and you can see the boats and stuff. So it's just really fun, which is why I added a bird on my layout at one point. But right now I'm just working on that title, and I just use the generic capture remember because it's easy. And I will say that is one thing that I'm really bad about, is still even today, is that sometimes I don't get over complicated with my titles, and sometimes I feel bad about it. I don't know if you guys do that. If you have something that you do and that you know that you would love to change, like the title, but yet you just always fall back on something that you know. So maybe that should be one of my next challenges, is coming up with a really fun title, because it's just like really fun. But I usually just don't take the time to think of a really cool title. So, but that capture from the Maggie Holmes is gorgeous anyway. So, and my hand lettering is not that cool. I don't mind my like when I write out my handwriting, but like if I go to paint it and stuff, it doesn't look that good. So I'm okay with that. So I'm just looking for like die cuts and different pieces that are the colors, like a blue or a teal color or a black and white. So now I'm gluing stuff down because I didn't do that. And I decided just to use a little bit of that end of the blue, and you can't really see it too much, but layered in, it works really, really well. And I use some of those pink paisley frames. I got 2 packs of that ephemera from Pink Paisley, the C'est La Vie line, and I love it. It's one of my favorite collections, and I love the die cuts. But because I loved it so much and had to, and that second pack I haven't used nearly as much, and because I love it, I kind of not using it as much. And I'm realizing that I gotta stop doing that, because one, when you love something, if you don't use it, it's like, why are you saving it? Because not that you're not gonna like it later, but it's gonna not look the same with other stuff. But yeah, so I do use a lot of it on here because it has a lot of the natural look and the whites and blacks, and it had some other colors and stuff. So just gluing stuff down. I am really almost done. I'm adding a few last minute touches to the whole thing to just kind of make it fun and make it work. Now, I think if anything, if I was going to change, I would take off that leaf and put it somewhere else. I don't know. Because I put a star there too, and I kind of wish I didn't add so much stuff to that part of the picture. I don't know. I don't know where I would have put it. Maybe up near where it says happy place, and up near that felt star or heart that I just put in. And those are from SpiegelMom Scraps. So I'll make sure I have her link too. They're really fun, those felt hearts. She has ones in all different sizes. Just making sure I glue stuff down, because I used my sewing machine. I didn't glue as much, so I didn't gum it up. So, and I am going to stamp on the dock, and I'm using an Allie Edwards stamp. It's super fun. And I'm going to use some StazOn so it sticks. But it's a new stamp, or like I haven't used that stamp set very much. So it's not perfect. And I find that the little mini StazOns, mine doesn't always get a good coverage, especially if it's a new stamp. It probably needs a little bit more ink. So I'm looking through the stars because there were some pink ones and some gold ones, and I didn't want those in there. I just wanted to use the blue, the white, and the wood grain, and those are from Color Cast, and they're gorgeous. I love them. I've only been using bits and pieces of them so that I don't waste them. So I can use them on lots of layouts. So I am almost done. I'm just going to glue these all down, and I just put them throughout, just scatter them, just kind of make them fun. And then later on, I'm going to add my journaling kind of like underneath and stuff. I don't know. Underneath the photo a little bit and in the white space near that bottom star. I'm not sure if it'll be in my close-ups or not. Sometimes I do my journaling later after I take my photos so that you can see the design of the layout and not have to see all my journaling that doesn't match. But I really like how this turned out. It was really fun. So I hope you guys are inspired. Oh yeah, I do show it. So I hope you guys are inspired to make a monochromatic layout and to maybe just do something a little bit different than you don't normally do. And check out the rest of the other ladies and see how they did their monochromatic challenges. I'll make sure I have their links below. And I hope you guys have a great and inspired week. I'll see you guys later.